What in the world is Hot Toys doing to us Star Wars collectors? I don't think my wallet can take anymore, but they have like a third wave now of a bunch of Star Wars announcements. Like, man, I thought they were stopping at 2, and I already had a bunch of pre-orders from those ones, and now they're just continuing. You can already see we're getting some more Rebels figures. We got Zeb last time, but now we have a new Sabine. We have an actual Ezra finally, and they're in their Rebels appearance from the actual, not the Ahsoka show, but they're still live action looking. So, you know, Hot Toys always does live action for all the animated Star Wars shows for whatever reason, but that's just what they do. But it's their Rebels appearances. So I have the Sabine from Ahsoka. Not gonna lie, that one's probably moving out of the collection now because I want this Sabine. It looks like they're also not gonna be exclusive, but we have all the pictures of them to look at today. And not just them, we have some more. We have like a new Luke Skywalker. We're finally getting more of the Commandos. We have a ton to look at. And my wallet, I had to leave it in the other room. It can't see this right now because it's scared, because I recently placed the order for all the like last wave, you know, like Gree, Yoda, Maul, a bunch of them. And now, I need some more. But Ezra Bridger, man, you guys know I am a huge Rebels fan. And I was saying we'd get an Ezra from next season or something, you know, of Ahsoka. And Hot Toys, they said, nah, we're not even going to make that first Ahsoka Ezra. We're just going to go right into Rebels. And bam, right off the bat, we're getting an Ezra Bridger with his Rebels look. And I couldn't be happier. And yes, he's wearing the Scout Trooper helmet right now, but don't worry. Yes, you saw he has a head sculpt, and this looks great. He gets different display styles. Like, he gets the jetpack. Not gonna lie, the jetpack and the like chest area for the jetpack and the helmet, probably just toss him somewhere on the base, somewhere in the display, because I just want the regular Ezra look. Like, look at that right there. Ezra, he's got his scar. He has like kind of like a smile. He looks a lot different than he did in of course Ahsoka, like the live action actor, but they trimmed his beard, trimmed his hair, and now they gave us a Rebels Ezra right there. I don't know. I'm just like so hyped right now. Not gonna lie, it's gonna be tough for me to find some negative stuff to say because my hype levels are really high, but I'll try to look for like flaws and stuff. But I'm just so excited. We get his lightsaber right there. It would have been awesome if eventually they do like a younger Ezra with like the longer hair and stuff, and then we can actually get his, because I love seeing his lightsaber, the like kind of blaster mixed with a saber, where you could like blast and then saber, and you know, the blaster saber was awesome. So it'd be cool if they did that one day. But not gonna lie, I think this is my ideal Ezra look. It's like when he not like fully became a Jedi, but he was getting like real close, you know. It's like, man, we really need a Kanan, but then again, you guys know, hopefully we'll get him someday. But I'm just, man, look at this. Like, the jetpack's cool. He gets the blast effects to be up in the air. The lightsaber looks, man, just looking at that hilt, finally seeing Ezra's hilt like that. Ooh, so good. He gets the blaster. It looks kind of like Han's blaster. Kind of cool. Probably just going to stay in the holster for me though, because for me, I just need him with that lightsaber. Like, look at that. The way he's like holding it backwards, kind of like Ahsoka style. And then here you can see they completely nailed his outfit. I know the Rebels animation style was a bit different, not really the Clone Wars animation style, which is my preference, especially the more modern one they're doing for like all the animated shows now. It's just awesome. But they nailed the lightsaber hilt, looks just like it. I didn't see I didn't pull up a picture of the actual Scout Trooper helmet, but that's the one Sabine painted for him in the show, and it looks just like that. And like the outfit, you can see like the shoulder pad area. Of course, he's wearing the jetpack here, but underneath, I promise you, it looks very, very accurate. It's got like the collar kind of up around. Maybe the collar's a different color. Just like the belt region, maybe his pants are a little higher. The belt, or not the belt, but the pants are a little darker on the figure, it looks like, than here. But they're still brown, so at least I got the brown pants correct on them. Has like the holster. I believe it's around like Bose's legs if we go back. Yeah, the holster goes around Bose's legs on each side to just like hold it down. It's most likely pleather on the figure, unfortunately. I didn't see anything about real leather, so you know, Star Wars figures from Hot Toys plus Star Wars plus Hot Toys equals pleather. I guess that's what I was trying to say in a very horrible way. But the belt, the way the belt looks, I mean, they didn't 100% nail it, at least this picture of them. But like the boots also look pretty accurate though, so you know, like I said, it's probably gonna be hard for me to really focus on the flaws because I'm just so excited, but they basically nailed the outfit. I just gotta give Hot Toys that, because I've been waiting for this, and man, I'm so excited. So basically this outfit though, I think it's based on when I think they had the actual actor wear this outfit in the show for the hologram scene. And that's basically the only time we saw it. So that's how Hot Toys was able to probably get how the actor looked without the beard, the longer hair. And then of course the actual outfit they used in live action for Ezra. So it was technically in the Ahsoka show, but also is just a hologram. That hologram actually came with Sabine, and not gonna lie, that hologram looked horrible. So I'm glad we actually get a figure of it now, because that's Sabine. Like I said, I love the other one. I'll have to see, because man, I do really, I'm looking at her right now. She's in that case like right here. Yeah, I do really like how that one looks, but you know, the other Sabine's more iconic, and I don't think I need two Sabines. We'll have to see though. But I just pulled an image of the actor. Of course, he had, I'm guessing, just contacts or something to give him the blue eyes in the show. But yeah, it pretty much looks like him. So Hot Toys, great job. They finally gave us this actor's likeness for an Ezra, and they pretty much nailed it. Like, I didn't see anything of them saying it's just like a animated to live action without the likeness. So I'm assuming it's this guy, and it looks like it to me. But if I'm wrong on that, just let me know. But, oh man. And we're still on the first figure, and I'm just already just so hyped, so excited to go throw a bunch more money on Star Wars figures. But just look at them right there. The base, very basic, but that's usually what Hot Toys gives us anyway. Right here, man, that's Sabine. We'll look at Sabine in more detail. I won't focus on her too much here. But man, oh, the armor, especially because her armor paint job matched Ezra's in the show, or at least at this point. So like, whew, it was looking good. She has her lightsaber there. I think it's Ezra's actually. Looks like the exact same. So they gave her the lightsaber, although you want to, you could not give her that, because she also comes with a dark saber. I guess spoiler alerts for when we actually look at her pictures. But look at that. You can see the owl right there. Ahsoka's owl right on her shoulder. Gosh, it's so cool. But I don't know why I'm looking at Sabine already. She gets her own pictures. But separate and eyeballs, standard for Hot Toys by now. So always a nice inclusion. 3 display styles. The one I'll probably go for is the one here on the right, and then put like the helmet and the jetpack somewhere in the display, because I have to show off Sabine's handiwork. You know, that paint job on the helmet and the jetpack look awesome. So you got to show it off. But I just like how he looks unmasked right here on the right. And then here's everything he comes with, the overall shot. So separate and eyeballs, 3 display styles. You get the blaster, the boots look nice, the arms, a little like communicator type thing on his arm right there. The jetpack looks great. Jetpack, now I'm looking at it. Was it Sabine's handiwork? Dang. I guess I forgot, but I know for 100% sure she 100% painted that helmet. But then you see the lightsaber. It looks like the good saturated green blades. They're going to be LED light up with USB, but you know, you get, it looks like 8 hands, which is nice. Looks like you get 2 trigger finger hands, 2 closed fists, 2 relaxed style hands, and 2 force push hands. Or not closed fists, those are lightsaber holding hands. So a decent array, you know, always could be better if they include some more. But yeah, you know I'm going to be getting this one. It's not exclusive. It's just coming home. Don't have to find a queue or anything for this one. But now Sabine Wren. Man, we're eating good today. Man, look at this. That helmet, I always loved her paint job in this specific outfit. You have like the orange mixed with the purple. You have the Rebels logo right there with like her own style. Kind of looks like a bird in a way. She has the owl on the shoulder. She gets the shield because she's an awesome Mandalorian. Have her blasters. Dude, this one looks so good. I will say the hair looked a little off to me at first, but we'll compare it a little bit later. She gets the communicator, which is that kind of different style. And then, oh yeah, I guess going back, you see the owl right there. Ahsoka's owl from the World Between Worlds that she had. Just awesome. It's on her armor. You see her jetpack. Maybe that's why I was confusing it with that. Her jetpack she painted. Ezra's maybe not. One of the two. But then again, if she gets her hands on some, she's going to be painting it. But what's also interesting with her helmet, how she looked in the show, you see this? It's like the bottom of her helmet has like part of her head. It's like part of her hair right there, which isn't, I mean, no, it looks like just like paper, like a weird thing to show like her head sticking out. I don't know, because I know on the figure of her, you got like a sock to put her on the neck, and it was just like black on her neck, and then just like the helmet went over it. But this one, I don't know, it looks like some weird underneath type thing. We'll see if we see some other pictures, but she gets the same 2 blasters as she got with the Ahsoka release. Yeah, like I said, the jetpack paint job looks real nice. You get the blast effect for it right there. And then, yeah, just look at that helmet, man. It looks so good. The hair, yeah, it looked a little off to me. It didn't look as good as the original one. It's still like the same actress's appearance and stuff. But yeah, the hair, it's accurate to the animation, but it's just in general looks a bit like thick. Like there's not a lot of not layers, but maybe it's too layered, but just looks kind of like thick on there. You know what I'm saying? Does this look off to you guys too, or does it just look how it should? I mean, it looks how it should to the animation, but yeah, but then just talking about her hair, she gets the dark saber because, you know, she had the dark saber in the show. She even gets a cool slashing dark saber effect. And not gonna lie, I was kind of not nervous, but selling off my Chrome Mando to get the new Mandalorian Grogu. The one thing I was gonna miss the most was gonna be the dark saber. And now I'm getting a new dark saber with Sabine. She's not exclusive or anything, luckily. I didn't see that it said she was exclusive. So now I have no worry about selling off my Chrome Mando in order to just get that new Mando because she gets a dark saber. So I'll still have a dark saber in the collection. I can even take this dark saber and do what I'm doing now because I gave Bo-Katan the dark saber. I could even do that. Have Bo-Katan was in Rebels, could just add Bo-Katan to the Rebels shelf, whatever the heck I want, because at the end of the day, you know, it's our collections. We get to do fun stuff. It's all a mixed match. Just do whatever. But I love that shield effect. Of course, it looks plasticky, but it's a transparent blue. Looks just how it does whenever the Mandalorians just start blocking. She gets that saber right there. Like I said, it looks kind of like Ezra's. I want to say it is Ezra's. I don't remember her getting her own saber in the show. Correct me if I'm wrong, though. You know, it's been a little while. But yeah, it looks exactly the same as Ezra's, the one that he came with. So I believe it's his. But then again, you know, she has it. So yeah. But at the same time, I think if I have her next to Ezra, sorry, I'm like just now brainstorming. I'm like, considering it is the same looking lightsaber, maybe I'll put that one back in the box and have the dark saber on her hip or something, because you could do that. I don't think she gets two hooks. Looks like just one hook. You can put the dark saber or the lightsaber on. So yeah, what do you guys think? Which would you prefer? Just put that back in the box, have Ezra with his saber. She gets this one. Yeah, because I'll have to look after this, but I believe that's the same. No, it's like a slightly different saber, I think, than the one she had in the Ahsoka show. Sorry, I'm getting off topic, but getting back on topic, the thermal detonator she comes with looks pretty cool. She's about to click the button on it. And then here we can see the side by side. So this is her from Ahsoka. The hair looks really nice on this figure. That's one thing I said in the review, that the hair, just like the overall head sculpt, is phenomenal on this first figure. That's why I'm like, do I want to sell it off and just keep this Sabine, or do I want both Sabines? It's a tough call because this one could be cool. I could move her with like an Ahsoka, but also I don't think we're gonna get a new Hera potentially, because we they now that they're coming out with that Zeb, maybe we'll get a new Zeb in his Rebels appearance sometime in the future. I'll probably sell off the first Zeb, although I had to get the new one on pre-order anyway because I wanted Zeb in the collection. The Hera, I don't know if we'll get a new Hera look. She looks slightly different in Rebels, but I'm okay either way, whichever one we get. But we'll have to see, because I love that head sculpt. It looks phenomenal. But the outfit and everything else wise, I prefer the Rebels look. So her hair here looks a little Karen-y, especially like the color. She had to dye it purple to minimize the Karen-ness, I guess. But yeah, it looks really, really good. The head sculpt looks pretty much the same, I want to say, just looking at the two. But then the hair definitely is a lot different, but that's how she looked in the animation. Like you can see right here, it had that kind of like curls down in the front. I mean, maybe that's it. Like, it's not hanging off the head sculpt enough, because here it kind of hangs off the head sculpt a little. Here it kind of like hugs the head, so it looks like a hair face hugger type thing going on. That, like I said, I'm going to be trying to look for criticisms, but I'm still blinded by all this like excitement right now. But still, that hair, it's coming through all the excitement and just throwing me off a little bit. But I still really, really like it. Like the armor looks great. The armor looks just how it does in the show. You have Ahsoka's owl right there. You have like the Rebel logo, just even like the checkers right there. Oh, it looks so good. And then here I just put like what the actress looks like, so you can kind of see they did a phenomenal job recreating the head sculpt. And then here, just to show like more of the outfit, you see the gauntlets here are a little different. I believe these are gauntlets she got a little later on when she was on Mandalore a bit longer. And then like, you know, the dark saber type stuff going on. So it would have been interesting if they actually include swap out ones for this. Even gloves, but not gonna lie, I kind of like this more. It matches the outfit a bit more. But the undersuit, yeah, you can see that gray mixed with the black. Like I was showing you, the armor looks great. The hairstyle looks accurate. So they nailed the accuracy at least. Even the knee pads with like the big straps on the back look good. I can't see her shoes here, but I'm going to assume they're very accurate. Hot Toys, they probably nailed the accuracy there. Man, oh, it's just so exciting. Here's her and Ezra again. Like I was saying, yeah, the sabers, they look the same. So unless I'm wrong, because I always second guess myself, apparently. Like, I'm like, I want to say I'm right, but then I'm like, could be wrong, you know? Everyone, you know, so if you know, just let me know. And then right there, you see her communicator. It's kind of cool. It actually goes in the hip, so you don't have to just toss it back in the box or something. But yeah, the lightsabers, that's probably something I'm going to look up after, just to see, make sure I'm not crazy that's just Ezra's lightsaber they toss in the box. And then she, of course, just gets the dark saber, which I really like, unless you just completely copied his lightsaber. Man, we really need a Kanan. But like right here, like that pose is pretty awesome. Just like the walking pose, hand on the blaster, just holding the helmet. Gosh, that helmet's phenomenal looking. I always like the Mandalorian design, kind of like the Bo-Katan type look. The Scout Trooper, they look cool with both their helmets on, but honestly, these head sculpts are so good that for Sabine and Ezra, I cannot put the helmet on. For some poses in the review and the shorts and stuff, but not right here. Like, look at that. Separate rolling eyeballs, which is pretty standard for Hot Toys now. Interchangeable van braces with personal combat shield. So I believe it says interchangeable because you can swap it out to the one with the actual like shield that can attach to it. Highly detailed and screen accurate armor. It says screen accurate, but I'm guessing they, oh, okay. So the Darksaber hooks to the back of her jetpack. Okay. That's interesting. Is that with like magnets or something? Interesting. I'm curious how that's going to work on the actual figure, because that does look pretty cool. Having it in the back, having the lightsaber and everything. But I'm guessing when I say screen accurate, probably just Rebels accurate, because it wasn't the actress in the outfit on screen, but that's how Hot Toys does it. They take the live action looks, just put on the animated figures, and there we go. And then several in eyeballs. So the overall shot here, the armor, everything looks amazing. The Darksaber, I didn't see any pictures of it, but look at that. We get the slashing effect, and that slashing effect looks awesome. Like, that slashing effect alone, someone in the collection has to be holding the Darksaber using it. It looks so cool. And then, yeah, you see the interchangeable van braces again. The other accessory she comes with, I believe that's a lockpick or something like that. And then the saber, the blades, man, it's a phenomenal looking figure. This figure is just gorgeous. I'm so excited to get her and Ezra, but we have more to talk about. Another one that's taking my money, Saesee Tiin. Saesee Tiin. We got to give him like a round of applause or something. Me and him, we've had beef for a while. I just didn't like how he looked. The head sculpt looked weird. I wasn't feeling it, but he had a glow up. He changed his outfit, and now look at him. Saesee Tiin, he's rocking that Clone Wars look from, I believe it was like the 2003, the like 2D Clone Wars. And man, I would watch that. I remember, I think I would rented like episodes or something from the library, and I would just be watching it because this looks great. There are some inaccuracies we'll talk about when we look at an actual picture of it, but I know this one's going to be coming home. It looks awesome. This is a Saesee Tiin I want, because I collect more Clone Wars figures, but it is going to be limited. You can see right here, 2,000 units. So if you want it, definitely be paying attention for when it's going to go live and try to get on it pretty quick. Like Hot Toys, or not Hot Toys, Sideshow. Hopefully for this one, it'll be a normal release. I'll actually do like a wait list or something for it. If you do miss it, I don't know, but it's going to probably be up on like Sideshow or something where it's 2,000 units. So just pay attention whenever it goes live if this is one you really want, because for me, it's one I really want. You see the armor has like the dirt and stuff on it, so it's like battle damage. It reminds me of what we'll compare it to, of kind of like the Obi-Wan Kenobi Clone Wars type look, which to me is awesome. I love that look for him, but some of those pieces, or just for regular troopers in general, might be reused. He looks a little skinnier than he did for the original release, but look at that outfit, man. It just looks so good. I'm not feeling that head sculpt on this body, to be honest. He's always going to be wearing the mask for me. The head, they kind of half bootied that. They just didn't really give you a skin tone neck or anything like that. It's just, you see the gap. It looks like they just dropped the head sculpt on this body, and there you go. It doesn't look that great to me. I would say if you get this one, definitely go mask on all the time, because the mask on looks great. Head sculpt, I feel like it just doesn't suit this body or anything like that, to be honest. It just, yeah, not feeling that. The helmet, it looks like the way they're doing it though, you get the helmet and then you connect like two different pieces to the front and back of his head, if I'm correct. What we'll see in the overall shot, if you get two different pieces, like it swap out head sculpt or something, but It looks like you're going to just connect it to his front of his head, back of the head, pop it in place or something, because you see the cutouts for the horns. The horns just go right through there. So yeah, you can see the side by side. Looks like this helmet just goes right over the head sculpt. You see that the helmet looks very bulky for like the big bulbous type back of his head right there. The base also pretty basic, just kind of the basic rectangular base with like a little bit of scratches or something on top. Lightsaber looks pretty cool. I really like the all white gloves. They just look awesome, to be honest, even though his undersuit is like black, and then yeah, but it looks really good. Here's him though from the Clone Wars, and this is one image I was looking at. Maybe there's some other images where he looked different, but the armor, it wasn't that like pure white like it is here. It seems more of like a brownish grayish type color. And also the horns go upwards, so it's not 100% animation accurate. But Hot Toys, you know, they always do the live action appearance, so they made a live action version of it, which is probably why also the clone armor is all white and everything like that. And then the horns go down based on his episode 3 appearance, so they don't go up like that. Would have been cool if they corrected that and just made it a little bit different specifically for this release. But they didn't. They just kind of, you know, slapped the same head sculpt on there and just gave him a different outfit. It could even be just like a clone body or something they put the like robes over. So can't say for sure, but that's kind of what it just looks like. So a little bit inaccurate to how it actually looked in the animation, but then again, it just looks so cool. I really want it. You see like Obi-Wan Kenobi, this is one of my favorite figures in the collection. Just, oh, you guys know I love the Clone Wars, and this Kenobi, I bought it on the aftermarket around when I first started collecting because I had to have that look for him. He also got a helmet, which I believe he wore in the 2D animation. He also gets that cape, but he didn't really wear it in Clone Wars, like the 3D animation. You know what I mean? Like the 2D, the older one, then like the newer one. I don't remember him ever wearing the helmet or even the cape, but he had that same outfit and it looks awesome. You see like them side by side. Honestly, one thing too, because if I'm remembering correctly, there's an Obi-Wan look that kind of looks like the Saesee Tiin look. So kind of want to put the head sculpt on there, just see how Saesee Tiin, like the outfit looks with Kenobi's head. So kind of curious about that, but you know, that'll just be something fun during the review, because if I can get one, definitely gonna be getting this Saesee Tiin. But like side by side, gosh, you're gonna look so good on the shelf. I don't know if this is like new, but you see this in the back, this clone trooper. It looks like a live action clone trooper, like a newer one or something, because that looks like the live action blaster they actually gave to Captain Rex from Ahsoka, like the live action Ahsoka Captain Rex. So is there another wave? I don't know. Maybe they're going to be making a new clone trooper like phase 1, phase 2, or that's just an old one. I don't know for sure, but he's in the background with like that live action blaster. So just had to call that out. Maybe they're making a new one, but at the same time, I really don't know. Saesee Tiin's the star of the show anyway. He looks really good. Also looking at the hands, looks like they might have just like painted white on his hands. I don't know. The more I look at Saesee Tiin, I gotta blind myself by the outfits. I know I really want this version of him, but then I'm seeing more flaws and stuff looking at him. But then again, just gotta call those out. The hands, yeah, now it's looking like his regular hands. Maybe they just put some like white on them. Yeah, but either way, this is the lineup I will have in the collection. I already have this Obi-Wan. I have this Kit Fisto wearing the Clone Wars look. Plo Koon will be coming in. I have him on pre-order. He hasn't released yet, but I will be putting the Clone Wars look on him. And then the Saesee Tiin, 100% going to be trying my hardest to get it, because now with that head sculpt on him, with the head sculpt on him, but the helmet popped on, because I love the Clone Wars too much. I need that Saesee Tiin look. He finally did it to make me spend money on him. Separate rolling eyeballs, just amazing. Like, I mean, well, standard, but I don't know why I said amazing, but I think I really just like the color of his eyes. I don't know. He's drawing me in now. We got to skip. 2 display styles. You see here, helmeted, unhelmeted. So I guess 2 display styles. Wired cape, pretty good. Also usually standard by now, but if they don't include wired cape, usually it's like swap out ones, or they should be swap out ones if it's just a drape cape. So the overall shot, separate rolling eyeballs, 2 display styles. Lightsaber looks pretty good. The saturation looks pretty decent on it. Very basic base. You get 6 hands total. Looks like 2 lightsaber holding hands, 2 open-ish hands, and 2 relaxed-ish style hands. Force pushing, something like that. But then here's like the outfit and everything. And yeah, it basically looks like the helmet's just going to pop on his head sculpt. But I still, yeah, in certain ways, it is kind of like a lazier figure. But I still really want it. I can't even lie. And then this Luke, I don't know when Hot Toys is going to give us a new Luke, like a one from the movies or something, but they've been giving us, honestly, This one does look cool. It's the Shadows of the Empire Luke, but this is the second time in these different ways they've given us a less desirable Luke. I mean, it's also an exclusive one, which is cool, but I've been waiting for like a new Bespin Luke or a new like Farm Boy Luke from A New Hope, or just a new Luke from one of the movies in general, because other than the sequels, because I didn't really care for that Artisan sequel Luke. This one is kind of cool. It's limited to 2,500 units worldwide on all the figures. I didn't mention that yet, but we don't know pricing. I didn't see them live on Sideshow or anything yet, but yeah, this is a Luke that kind of, when I saw it, I was like, oh, interesting. But then I realized I was like, but that's not from the movies. It's from Shadows of the Empire. I believe that's a comic, if I'm remembering correctly. Hopefully I'm remembering correctly, but he gets his lightsaber, he gets the blaster. He has that kind of like Han Solo-ish type belt going on. It does look cool. I'm sure some people out there saw this and they really want this version of Luke. Like, you know me, I collect more like prequel stuff like that. But even this one, like I want to have original trilogy type figures. I have like indoor Han Solo, Bespin Han Solo on order, but the Leia in the Bounty Hunter look, I'm skipping that one because that's not a Leia look I want. I am getting the Dark Empire Luke because that one just looks sick. The Artisan one, I got a waitlist for it, had 15% off, had to do that. And I think we'll compare it, but I think this is the exact same head sculpt, maybe even the hair, maybe a little touched up as the Dark Empire Luke. So pretty much reuse on the head sculpt, I want to say. The body, or like the outfit and stuff, it's kind of similar to his Return of the Jedi, but also different. So the jacket definitely seems new to me, but at the same time, yeah, I'm just not feeling this Luke too much, to be honest. He's rocking like the Han Solo look right here, blasting. Yeah, here's the Dark Empire one. Side by side, the head sculpt. I do think Hot Toys just reused the same head sculpt. Even the hair, if we get a little closer, like maybe it's the lighting, but the hair, like looking at the strands, they could have given a better paint job. Maybe made it a little bit better, but it basically kind of looks like the same hair anyway. Between the, honestly, I'm surprised they didn't do an Artisan edition of this Shadow of the Empire Luke, because that's what they did with the Dark Empire one. That's why I'm getting that one. And usually what they do is these hair pieces sometimes are compatible with each other. So I could even take, say I were getting the Shadows of the Empire Luke, maybe I could even take the Artisan hair off him, pop it on him. Don't know for sure, but like looking at these two, maybe there's a little bit more detail in the face, but yeah, it seems pretty much like the same head sculpt. The eyes are a little bit more bloodshot here also. I don't know if that's like specific to this look for him, or if it's just they add a little bit more veins and stuff. But yeah, it looks like basically just reused from the head sculpt too. But yeah, I definitely know what you guys are saying about this one, because this one to me, a little underwhelming. I was hoping for like a more original trilogy characters, like an actual Luke from one of the movies. Indoor Luke would have been awesome, because I really like Luke, Leia, and Han's indoor looks. I already have the Han, like I said, but Leia and then Luke would have been really cool to get. Maybe they'll do it someday, but for now, I guess we just have Shadows of the Empire. We had Dark Empire, we got Shadows of the Empire. What kind of like darkness was the Empire version of Luke are we going to get next? But 2 interchangeable belts. I mean, yeah, Sev rolling eyeballs pretty standard now. So, okay, that actually is kind of cool. You get like the black belt with the yellow pouches and then the kind of brown belt. So interesting. And then the overall shots, you get the yellow jacket, you get the lightsaber, the saturation looks pretty decent on those. You get the blaster, it looks pretty cool. I feel like another character had that blaster before though. He gets the kind of cogwheel style base, just kind of like some floor grain up there. Looks like 3 right hands, the gloved hands, and then 5 left hands. Yeah, 5 left hands, so get more left hands than right hands. But yeah, definitely let me know how you're feeling about this one. This one, I to be honest with you, I don't care too much. I don't think this is one I'll really ever need. The Dark Empire Luke looked awesome. To me, this one, it is a cool look, but it's not even his kind of like into the A New Hope look. So it's just like something different. Yeah, it's cool. Just not one for me, I don't think. But now we got Clone Commando Sev. This one's always bittersweet for collectors because they make them exclusive. So 2,500 units worldwide. The whole, like, I believe they're called Delta Force, if I'm remembering correctly. I still have yet to play the game, not gonna lie. But they all look so cool, and collectors who really want all of them on the shelf, they gotta fight for them, because like 2,500 units and there's 4 of them, man. Yeah, so he looks awesome though. He honestly might have I'm a big fan of orange, so I liked Boss's paint job a lot, but Sev, he looks really, really cool. I love the red, kind of like the blood-ish type look to it. His weapon Has like the swap out pieces, so you can actually put like the sniper rifle type attachment on it. That's really, really cool. Like the longer barrel. I love the kind of shoulder piece and stuff. They're clone commandos, so yes, the pieces and stuff are reused, but that's kind of the point, just with different paint jobs. But Fixer, I believe his name's Fixer, right? The green one? Yeah. Looks like we're actually going to be getting him pretty soon, so hopefully those of you who have been collecting like Scorch, Fixer, or Scorch Boss, and then now Sev, hopefully you're able to get all of them. And then also when Fixer drops, probably pretty soon, considering they're showing them like right here. I hope you guys can get all of them. I'm not getting any of them just because I know if I get one, I'll probably want all of them. Then again, like I said, I haven't even played the game, so I don't want to take one of the 2,500 that could go to someone who's trying to collect all of them. Like, they look sick. And I love clone troopers, like the look of all of them. I can't justify just like buying one of them. That's the tough part. I did get Gregor, because he's a clone commando that looks awesome with like all the camo and stuff, the yellow. We haven't reviewed him on the channel yet. The box is actually sitting right over there. But we will pretty soon, and that's one I did get because Gregor was in Clone Wars. He looked awesome, and he's also in Rebels. So I had to get Gregor, but Delta Force, I'm okay skipping. They look awesome, man. They look awesome, though, because we got Scorch because he showed up in the Bad Batch, so that's really, really good. Sev, Fixer, Boss, man. Whew, they look gorgeous together, but I'm not going to go track anything down on the aftermarket or anything, but let me know, are you trying to get all the Delta Force? Do you have the others, and you're just waiting for these two? Like, yeah, let me know. Or are you kind of annoyed that they're only doing like exclusive releases for Delta Force? Because I know not every collector is gonna be able to get all of them, and it kind of stinks. Like, especially if you're missing just one. It's kind of similar to the Bad Batch, to where Hunter and Echo, I kind of did that live stream recently unboxing them, and they're still in the light box right there. Those two are pretty easy to get now because they're overproduced. But then, of course, the rest of the Bad Batch, Crosshair, Tech. By now I'm mixing up, like, I'm thinking of their names from Delta Force, but Crosshair, Tech, and then Wrecker. Like, those three are pretty expensive on the aftermarket. Like, some people were trying to sell Crosshair for like $900, $600, $900 on the aftermarket. So yeah, it's tough. Since I only have two of the Bad Batch now, I'm like, it makes me want to spend a lot of money on the other ones. But then I see stuff like this, I'm like, dang, we got more Rebels characters, more Star Wars characters for me to spend my money on. So yeah, it's always tough, but hopefully, yeah, just let me know. Any of you guys getting all the Delta Force out there? I know a lot of the armor is like reused, but it looks so good. Like, look at that backpack. It looks awesome. It's all the red on it, kind of that almost bloody hand on the face. Jeez, I love that on the, like, the boots, man. Oh, that's a gorgeous figure. Blaster rifle with two display modes. Like I said, that longer barrel attachment is cool because the end of the rifle just pops off. It's like a friction peg. His base, once again, a basic base. You get 6 hands total, the 2 different thermal detonators, but whew, that one looks great. And yeah, I've been recording for just only half an hour this time. But yeah, how you guys feeling about this? Like, we got so many announcements. For me, going all the way back, I'm the most excited for Rebels, getting more Rebels characters. I really hope we get a Rebel Zeb. Hera, I'm okay with that look, to be honest. If they do make a Rebel specific one, we'll have to see. They even have Kanan right here, which, you know, he's a Force Ghost, so I mean, he didn't even become a Force Ghost. They could give us the big dog, and maybe that would be him. But we really need a Kanan. He's the one missing now from the Rebels crew, and we need to get him somehow, because Chopper just, he always has that look to him. So Chopper, he could be for like any collection, but I need to figure out what's going on with Sabine if I want to keep the Ahsoka one, because it does look really good. Just trade out with this one, we'll have to see. But I'm so happy we're getting Ezra now. Zeb, we could get his Rebels appearance, and this Zeb would move out of my collection 100%, because to me, not as iconic of a look, and it's not as accurate to Rebels, because even his fur had some like different designs and stuff on him. But yeah, let's just talk about everything down in the comments. If you enjoyed the video, definitely give it a like and subscribe for much more content like this. And until next time, stay 6 scale.